Hello, my name is James. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. What happens when every passenger feels each other's pain? Dead reckoning keeps us on the edge of our seat as the hunt for the missing passengers ramps up. Manifest has been on a streak of good episodes, and this is no different. The stakes are high, and there's no doubt the ratings should remain solid after the holiday break is over. Ben, Michaela, and Vance are all working together still, but the former is beginning to get antsy. While they have the location, Vance doesn't want to make a move quite yet. It makes sense considering the last time they discovered the test site it was immediately relocated. Michaela agrees and decides to keep searching for clues at work. In the meantime, Ben is sent home to spend his day off with his family. This isn't going to work because Grace is planning a surprise barbecue later in the day. The kids are tasked with keeping him busy, which turns out to be an easier job than expected. Ben ignores work's call, probably to inform him he's fired, and offers to play with the kids. Unfortunately, one of the missing passengers, Autumn Cox, Shirley Rumierk, shows up at his house, who's sick from the testing. Immediately, Ben takes her to the underground lair where Sanvi can look her over, and the team decides their next move. Namely, bringing Vance into the operation. He's shocked to see Autumn again and disgusted at the injuries inflicted upon her. While he's on board with interrogating the passengers, illegally using them as guinea pigs is horrendous. Ben sees this as the proof they need to immediately head to the testing site. Vance agrees but refuses to let Ben attend since he's a civilian. However, Ben Stone won't give up so easily. Despite Sanvi not wanting to, Ben comes clean about the callings and the shared empathy between all of the passengers. It couldn't come at a better time because the experiments begin to start up again. This time, the doctors double the electrical surge to see if all the passengers are affected. It works, and everyone clutches their heads in pain. When Olive goes to check on Cal though, he pretends to be fine. When in reality, his nose is bleeding and he anxiously drawing the building where the tests are being done. He sneaks out of the house to go help his dad but leaves a note behind. Things are getting worse at home when some of Ben's former employers show up to question him. Considering he hasn't yet informed Grace of his firing, this comes a bit of a shock. She tries to gather her kids together and get in contact with Ben but only discovers Cal's missing note. Jared joins Vance's team after witnessing Michaela in pain. They all meet up at the warehouse, but unfortunately, it's empty. Cal shows up just as they're ready to give up to reveal they're actually in an underground bunker hidden in the trees. He encourages his dad to go since he'll be the only one who can see them. Michaela promises to stay behind and Ben rushes in to assist the team. Is this a win for Team Manifest? Hold your horses. Ben and Dr. Clark split up to rescue the passengers while Jared and Vance go to arrest the men in charge. While Ben's group escapes easily thanks to his sight, Jared's gets turned around. Since Dr. Clark accidentally set fire to a lab full of oxygen tanks, there's a clicking talk on their survival. In the meantime, she offers to take the survivors to a remote location, and we've never been more suspicious of her than in that moment. Just as Michaela goes to head underground to help out Jared, the bunker explodes. Ben is safe inside the car but getting sicker, while Michaela suffers the brunt of the blast. He watches a peacock spread its feathers before disappearing. Mick tells him to get Cal back home while she goes after Jared. Luckily, he just manages to survive thanks to Michaela getting him to a hospital in time. But Vance isn't so lucky, as her captain reveals he died in the ambulance. In one of the most emotional scenes of Manifest yet, Michaela begs whatever is sending her callings to save Jared. He does ultimately survive, and the two hold hands for support. Looks like Manifest is going to keep the love triangle going strong after this holiday break. At least she tells her brother how she begged the callings to save Jared. It does make us wonder if he survived because of her prayers or a purely logical reason. After all of the work Ben has put in to try and save his family, it all falls apart. His relationship officially ends, and Grace refuses to let him take Cal with him. She's in a tough spot, and while we sympathize with her, it's hard to ignore the fact that Ben is right in this situation. Poor Olive has to overhear though, including her dad only asking to take Cal with him, not her. Nevertheless, the kids are devastated to see him leave. Turns out Autumn isn't an innocent victim, she's a con artist. While she was on the plane, the SP sent her to spy on the Stone family. By saving her, Ben has inadvertently let a mole into his life. But it also makes us wonder if Vance actually died, considering we never saw a body, and who she's still texting considering her former boss is either dead / in the hospital. So how high does this conspiracy goes? From the teaser for the next episode, it seems like the government is definitely involved. However, Manifest makes sure to tease plenty on the dramatic front. Jared and Michaela will try to figure out where they stand, while Ben has to contend with Danny again. Since the Sanvi / Ben pairing seems to be picking up steam with fans, it seems likely these two will get more scenes together too. Basically, we can't wait until January 7th comes and the show returns. What did you think of the Manifest mid-season finale? Be sure to tell us in the comments below.